Florida Congressman Greg Steube joins me now. Congressman, good morning to you. What a time to be in Washington. What are your Democrat colleagues telling you about the fate of President Biden?
Well, I bumped into one of them yesterday who I see on a regular basis and said, the whole Parkinson's thing and kind of made light of the situation. But it's clear that Democrats, not just publicly, but privately, have deep concerns. Well, if they have all these concerns, Republicans have had these concerns for years. I filed an impeachment resolution a year ago. So the corruption in the Biden crime family is okay. The Afghanistan, all of the horribles, policies that they have, that's okay. The invasion of our southern border is okay, but suddenly he starts performing poorly on the national stage in a debate against Trump, and the numbers are showing that, and suddenly they're all calling for his ouster. Yet this guy still has the nuclear codes. So if they're saying that he can't be the nominee, he can't be president right now, which the hypocrisy on all of that is kind of interesting when you get into their arguments that he shouldn't serve another term. Well, then he shouldn't have the current nuclear codes right now.
Yeah, we're talking about 4 years from now. What about the next 4 months? And there is going to be a Democratic caucus meeting today, and CNN has a headline titled "Biden's Fate Could Come Down to House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries." It goes on to say, if he stands in support, he could move the barricade. He could prove the barricade that holds back the restless revolt. If he tells Biden that support has collapsed, that will be more resounding than any poll or campaign funding email mocking pundits. Congressman, do you think that's true, that if the minority leader says, listen, you got to go, the support isn't there, do you think that will be the motivating factor for President Biden to drop out?
I don't think his pride will let him drop out based on the conversations and comments that he's made, based on what Jill is telling the press and how she's acting, and Hunter giving him advice. I don't think that that's going to matter. But Hakeem Jeffries has a lot of sway within the Democratic the conference that they have. So if he came out and said that, he's their number one in the House. I think that would be very telling to the conference and to the president. But I don't know if he's going to listen to it at this point. And procedurally, if Joe Biden doesn't step down, those delegates are pledged to him. All those primaries across all the states in America voted for Joe Biden in the Democratic primary. So you can't just remove him with all of those delegates pledged to him. So unless Joe Biden steps down, which every comment he has made from Karine Jean-Pierre to what he has said, he's not doing that. I don't know if anybody can convince him at this point to step down.
Yeah, and it's going to be a huge week for President Biden with this NATO summit, all culminating in a press conference that he's going to have with reporters on Thursday. Everybody will be watching. Congressman, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, anytime. Good to see you.
All right.